In the quiet, idyllic suburb of Wylie, Texas, in the sweltering summer of 1980, a seemingly ordinary housewife named Candy Montgomery would become the central figure in a chilling and gruesome tale that would forever haunt the town and captivate the nation. The Candy Montgomery affair and murder is a story of friendship, betrayal, and a horrifying act of violence that would shatter the facade of suburban tranquility and leave a community in shock. Candy Montgomery, born Candace Wheeler, was the embodiment of the quintessential Texas housewife. With her striking good looks and charming personality, she was the envy of her friends and neighbors. Candy was married to Pat Montgomery, a loving and hardworking man, and together they had 2 children. To outsiders, their life appeared to be picture perfect, complete with a white picket fence and a well-maintained suburban home. Candy was deeply involved in the community, serving as an active member of her church and volunteering at the local school. Her friends often described her as warm, caring, and devoted to her family. Betty Gore, her closest friend, was also her neighbor. The 2 women shared a bond that extended beyond their proximity. They were confidants, comrades in motherhood, and shared secrets that only the closest of friends could. Candy and Betty were inseparable. Their friendship had blossomed over the years, fueled by common interests, shared secrets, and the daily routines of motherhood. They would often meet in the afternoons to chat over coffee or to exchange the latest gossip. Betty, married to Alan Gore, was a steady presence in Candy's life. The 2 women leaned on each other for support, navigating the challenges of raising children and maintaining their homes. Betty was known for her grace and beauty, a striking contrast to Candy's charm and vivacity. The 2 women complemented each other perfectly, their friendship thriving in the serene backdrop of their suburban lives. But beneath the surface, cracks were forming in their seemingly unbreakable bond. As the years passed, tensions started to brew between Candy and Betty. The once unbreakable bond between the friends began to fray. Candy's marriage to Pat faced its share of challenges, with financial stress and growing family responsibilities taking their toll. Betty, on the other hand, seemed to have it all: a loving husband, a beautiful home, and financial stability. The differences in their lives began to strain their friendship. Candy started confiding in Betty about the difficulties she faced in her marriage. The weight of her responsibilities, coupled with the allure of something new and exciting, led her to make a fateful decision. She became involved in an affair with Betty's husband, Alan. Betty Gore was blissfully unaware of the affair unfolding right under her nose. It was an affair shrouded in secrecy, conducted discreetly in the confines of Candy's home while Pat was at work and the children were at school. The affair became an intoxicating escape from the monotony of Candy's life, a thrilling secret that she shared only with Alan. The revelation of the affair was a shocking and heart-wrenching blow to Betty when she discovered the truth through a series of events that can only be described as a soap opera. Her life, once the embodiment of suburban bliss, was now marred by betrayal, anger, and disbelief. Betty confronted Candy, and their friendship was irrevocably shattered. It was a rift that would have devastating consequences. The tension in Wylie, Texas, escalated as the affair spiraled out of control. Betty filed for divorce from Alan, further deepening the rift in their circle of friends. Alan moved into an apartment, while Candy continued to grapple with the guilt and shame of her actions. On the fateful day of June 13, 1980, Candy's life would take a dark and unimaginable turn. Betty had gone to Candy's house to discuss their tumultuous situation, hoping to find closure. The 2 women argued heatedly, their emotions boiling over as years of friendship and betrayal collided in a fiery confrontation. What happened next would send shockwaves through the quiet suburban neighborhood. In a fit of rage, Candy bludgeoned Betty to death with an axe, ending her life in the most gruesome way imaginable. The once beloved friend had become a cold-blooded killer. After committing the unspeakable act, Candy frantically tried to cover her tracks. She cleaned the murder weapon, disposed of evidence, and attempted to create an alibi. But her attempts were in vain. The next day, a neighbor discovered Betty's lifeless body in Candy's utility room. The discovery sent shockwaves through the community. The police were called, and Candy Montgomery was taken into custody. Her arrest stunned those who knew her, as the quiet suburban neighborhood grappled with the horrifying truth. Candy Montgomery's trial was a spectacle that drew national attention. The prosecution painted her as a cold-hearted killer who had betrayed her friend and brutally murdered her in a fit of jealous rage. The defense, on the other hand, argued that Candy had acted in self-defense, claiming that Betty had attacked her during their argument. The trial was a grueling affair, marked by emotional testimony and gruesome evidence. The jury was faced with the daunting task of determining whether Candy's actions had been premeditated or the result of a spontaneous act of self-defense. In the end, the jury delivered a verdict that sent shockwaves through the community once more. Candy Montgomery was found not guilty of murder. The defense's argument that she had acted in self-defense had swayed the jury, despite the overwhelming evidence of premeditation. The verdict left many stunned and bewildered, struggling to reconcile the charming housewife they knew with the woman who had committed such a brutal act. After her acquittal, Candy Montgomery disappeared from the public eye. She moved away from Wylie, Texas, leaving behind a community forever scarred by the shocking events of that fateful summer. The Candy Montgomery affair and murder remains a chilling reminder that darkness can lurk beneath the surface of even the most seemingly ordinary lives. The town of Wylie struggled to heal and move forward, forever haunted by the memory of the murder that had shattered its peace. The friends and neighbors who had once gathered for coffee and gossip now lived with the knowledge that betrayal and violence could strike close to home. In the end, the Candy Montgomery affair and murder serves as a cautionary tale of the dangers of secrets and betrayal, a stark reminder that even the most idyllic suburban neighborhoods can hide dark and terrifying truths. It is a story that continues to captivate and horrify, a chilling testament to the fragility of trust and the depths of human darkness.
Thank you for joining us on another chilling journey through the darkest corners of human history. If you've enjoyed exploring these chilling case files with us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated on our latest tales of intrigue and terror. And remember, the truth is often stranger than fiction, and the world is full of mysteries waiting to be unraveled. So, until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and never stop seeking the truth. This is Chilling Case Files. Goodbye.